Hi. Alright, so today is May 4th, 2015. And I'm still in bed with Tiger because I woke up and he was right here. Yep. It's like, how can you resist that? Look at him. Oh, gosh. Majestic creature. Alright, it's time to start the day. Right? He's like, no. It's like, I already started my day.
Hey y'all. Alright, so I just wanted to update you quickly on 3 things since my dad was like, you haven't been on the internet. I was worried about you. And I was like, you're right, I've been so busy. So I haven't made a video in so long. So I wanted to just make a quick update video. Just going to talk about 3 things. I'm going to talk about speaking and my body and some new music that I'm working on too. So essentially, I just had a fantastic speaking season. I spoke at 9 places this spring, and by spoke, I mean that I had a church call me up, wanting me to come and deliver a sermon. I had 5 colleges, and I had a high school, and I had a high school teachers conference. And at all of these, I did something a bit different. So it depends sort of on what the community wants, right? So you think, okay, here's this YouTuber, Skylar. We know he does music, he makes videos, he documents his transition. But essentially what I bring when I go to campuses, especially college campuses, is I'll bring with me my story with an overall underlying message of finding happiness through exceptionally hard times or things that might appear as roadblocks and how to navigate those in one's life. Sort of motivational speaking in a sense if it had to be generally categorized, but mostly it revolves around specific points in my transition and what I learned from that and what I learned about the world as I perceive it as a whole. So I always will say to people, this is my personal journey and no transition is like another. So by no means is my transition a good example of a transition or anything like that. It's just one example. So I always let people know simultaneously for the Q&A. I always let them know I'm comfortable with everything, but that others might not be. So I go to these spaces, I'm very comfortable, I'm very open, I'm very positive, and I think that what I can really bring in those spaces are honesty and truth, because my story is not all rainbows and butterflies, but at the same time also really connect with people like through humor or through just like pop culture right now. So I had a fantastic time, especially with the high school. Like that was my biggest gig was going back to my old high school, and there were like hundreds of people there. So it was incredible, and it was incredibly fun, and I'm just so glad because I've been contacted for a few more places. I've got schools that want to bring me back so for next year, and I'm just so happy. So I'm hoping that I can do this full time. Really, it would be great every time I've got feedback. People let me know like that's my element and that they would love to see me do as a career, that they'd love to bring me there. So it's really fun, but I still do work my day job in order to pay rent. But this spring was exceptionally busy, so that's what I wanted to say, was that I was traveling pretty much 3 or 4 days a week for a long time, for a couple of weeks. So, but it was fantastic. And then this past week, I had a couple friends pop through. I had Ryan Casada, if y'all know him, and Ben Wallace that I got to see play live. So I'm just so happy. It's been a fantastic spring so far, overall, definitely. And I don't know. I guess for me, like with speaking stuff, just to give you a little bit more information, with speaking stuff is like, I always leave there, and I'm always nervous before I do it. Like I get so like nervous and scared. But people always say they can't see it, but I'm like, oh, how can you not see? Like on the inside, I'm like jittering. But it's always like in the moment up on stage, like when I'm talking with people, or if it's just a smaller group in a classroom, and we're like having this fantastic conversation, and they're just asking all these open-ended questions, and same with me of them. It's just the most incredible feeling after. So it's sort of like when you're like on a sports team and you go and you play a game and you're like all in this together and you're like, yeah, like this feels so good at the end. I feel like that with my friends. Like it's just, I don't know. I feel really, really blessed that communities want to bring me there, and I hope they continue to, because it's just been busy, stressful, sleepless, but also the most fun and most rewarding experience I've had so far. So, so the second thing that I just wanted to talk about briefly before I put in a clip of a song that I started writing yesterday, actually, is I want to talk about, I'm going to meet with a physical trainer today and do like a fitness evaluation on my body, which I haven't done since like high school. So I'm really excited because I feel like I've gotten much more physically fit, and then he's going to work with me on some of my goals. But also, if you all know my good friend Aiden Dowling, you know that he's been working really hard to try and lead the race for trans visibility on Men's Health magazine, and he's just a fantastic being. He's been one of my friends for years and years and years. So it's like, you know, it's really cool. It's fantastic to see Aiden just excelling and really putting a positive light on a lot of issues that weren't previously being talked about in that community. So I'm just so stoked that he's getting this visibility, and he's the one that originally got me on my like workout routine, right? So I've been working out. I've been working out a decent amount since he gave me some pointers a couple years ago. And we're meeting up this summer, so my goal is like to be better, more fit than I was like 2 summers ago. This summer when we work out together. So I'm really excited for that, and it'll be cool. I'll let you all know how physically fit I am. Boom, boom, boom. To try and gain some mass. It's hard, you know. We'll see. So in any case, let me just include this little clip of a song I just took when I woke up this morning that I started writing yesterday. Thanks for making it through my jumbled video. Anyway, I've got some more directed videos to make soon. Like, I want to talk a bit about the Jenner interview and a bit about going to VidCon. And I also have a whole bunch of new merch like going on, so you can check out like my merch page and stuff. But I've got so much going on. I cannot wait. Thank you to everyone so far that has donated to VidCon. Actually, I'll put the link below. I'm still raising some funds, but I'm definitely going to be going. So thank you all so much, and I'll talk to you soon. All right, it's just the chorus of a song that I started writing yesterday. So burn me down, you can burn me up. You are the sun, I'm not the first planet. No, I'm not the first one that you lit a match to. Held up to my skin, said look how beautiful you've become. But I'm not in your life that you stole from the sky. I'm disgusted by who do you